Hey y'all, I'm Alex. Today I'm going to go over 3 different drills to help you find your range in sparring. Now let's get started. The first tip is very simple. All I want you to do is just practice your basic kicks on a bag. You have to be able to find your range on kicking a non-moving target before we can actually get into a little bit more details on moving around and kicking a moving target. So, a lot of newer people, they tend to not even be able to properly kick a bag, something that's not even moving. Sometimes you may kick too deep or you may kick too shallow. So what I want you to do is practice moving around the bag, making sure that you're able to make proper contact on it. So you want to make sure you can move around and make sure that you're making good contact. You're not kicking too deep and you're not kicking too shallow. So that's the first thing I want you to work on. Make sure you know your range when just kicking something simple like a bag. Now the second tip is using your cut kick to help you find that distance, find that range when you're sparring. So all we're going to do here, we're going to be in a fighting stance. I'm not even going to 100% commit to the cut kick. All I'm doing is just kind of jabbing it out here, just kind of finding my range here. Because I know that if at the end of my cut kick, my opponent is really close, I know I can follow up with a rear leg shot. Even if they happen to move back when I do the cut kick, I know I can step in and still probably catch them with a back leg shot. So I highly recommend you practice using that cut kick. Don't even use it as an attacking kick. Just use it as a way to find your range, find that motion, and then you can follow up with some more shots. Now, something that you can do if they attack is just lock out the cut kick in a side kick. Boom! And then you're just going to knock them back. So you can also use it as a defensive kick as well. And this last tip is using your front hand to kind of help you find that range as well. Now, something to keep in mind, I don't recommend that you always fight with your hands open or do this all the time. This is something that I prefer doing, but as I said, I don't recommend everyone does it. You kind of just have to figure out what works best for you, and you have to keep in mind there is always a risk of you getting your fingers kicked as well. But for me, this is kind of my fighting style now, so this is what's most comfortable for me, and I'll take that risk. So when we're in our fighting stance here, all I'm going to do is just kind of stick my front hand out. This kind of just helps me kind of find the range. It also helps me feel a little bit more comfortable with keeping my distance from my opponent. If my hand's down here, I feel like they can get a little too close. So from here, I just kind of keep my hand here. Even if he were to kind of come up with his front leg, I can just kind of put it down. I kind of put it down. Like I said before, there is a risk of you hurting your fingers, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. This is kind of just how I like to fight with my style. So I can push his leg down if he comes up with that. Or from here, I know that my leg is going to be twice as distance as my hand out here. So if I want to get in with a kick, I know that if I'm here, if I do a slide and then I kick, I can more than likely catch him. So this is something that you can just kind of experiment with. See if you like it in your sparring. Just kind of use that front hand, just kind of guide you through your kicks, and then you can use it to kind of follow up with some more shots. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you want to see my other Taekwondo sparring tips, I'm going to link my playlist in the description box down below. Definitely go check those videos out. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like us on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys later.